latte. Please try not to cut off the tendon. See, this is attached here. Okay, I'm going to go through the muscles quickly because I want you to start a little bit on yours. First of all, when you start to dissect, do only one side. Why? If you mess up, you have the other side to go on, right? But if you do both sides at the same time, you mess up at the same time, you have nothing to fall back on. Okay, so this is the part that I was telling you about. This is the hardest part to back. That's the only time you're going to need the scalpel. I always call it scapula. No, it's a scalpel. See the masseter? How hard it is? Well, he's just really thick. But the masseter is this muscle right here. And it goes all the way up. His muscles were so thick and fat I couldn't get through, but you can see the very beginning of that. This is the mandible, right? So that's the digastric. And he is showing you his mylohyoid, but the rest of it down here is actually the genohyoid. So up here is the mylohyoid. So this is the digastric right below the mandible and the mylohyoid. Okay, that's the neck. The masseter here, digastric, mylohyoid, that's it. A lot of your cats won't open up like this, some of them. And you notice that his jugular vein is gone. But your cats should still have their jugular veins, hopefully. If not, we'll find a cat that does. Okay, now, remember the pectoral antebrachialis on that cat, and the picture was so small? Look at the pectoral antebrachialis on this guy. This is it. That's huge. Now, look at his pectoralis major. Look how much smaller it is than the pectoralis minor. That's because we named them after the human. Now, this is the syphi humoralis, and it was not cut off because it's pretty thick. You can see it. The latissimus dorsi was here, and it was attached like this. And it was attached to the back. We think he broke his back. That's how he died. And so, after he roamed and probably got lots of little kitties, you're going to, when you're dissecting, actually this should be your first muscle you dissect because it's easy. You're going to try to find, and you pull these things apart so that you can see these white lines. See those white areas there? That's actually connective tissue, right? That's where it was attached back here, and this is where it was attached up in front. And then you find the end. You follow the fibers. You follow the fibers so you come to where it's inserted. You clip it where it's inserted. Then don't just go cutting because you're going to cut muscles and into the internal organ. What you do is you get your probe. See that tip? You poke it in there. You make a little hole there. You poke it in, and then you cut along the probe. Right? Easy. And then you do the same here. You cut along the probe. And you notice how I reflected it all the way back up to the underarms, being careful not to cut the syphi humoralis. And I reflected it all the way back from here also. Okay? So mainly what you're going to do right now is remove connective tissue. You're not going to use this. You're going to use this. And he doesn't have any connective tissue left. But if he had, I would pick it up like this, right? And I would start scraping. You can cut, but you just got to be really careful. And this is the aponeurosis. This is the linea alba. And you see how I removed only a piece of the aponeurosis so you could see the rectus abdominis. And where it ends, way up here, you can see where the thoracis abdominis runs in a different direction. Okay? So go back to your tables, remove connective tissue, try to reflect back your latissimus dorsi. If you have any problems, stop, call me, I'll go and help you.